Friday to George. I made it out the mud. I know people ain't gon' like me. I'm no longer who I was. See, now I play for keeps. See, now I'm off of. It's bitter when it's sweet. See, now I'm off of. Boy, elite. See, my pride for peace. Some of minutes double lease. I don't wanna hear your priest. Now I'm off of. Now I'm off of. Now I'm off of. Now I'm off of. I like how they want to count me out it. Was written, it ain't nothing you could type about it. I done been broke before, so I know how to go without it. Girl, I'm a hustler, I never went too long.
Are you ready for the final weekend of Season 6? Aboard the Concha Del Mar, make your way to the brand new event. Power Up. 5-on-5 gameplay.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And there's a look at the Ferry Building in San Francisco, not far from our location tonight. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds. NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And the Clippers starting five. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Close tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Batum in at the three, the small forward. And for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at four. Wiggins is out there with Looney. And it's the Warriors to start out. To the inside, Wiggins, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jackson finds George. Jackson looking it over to the paint. The Warriors pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating. That game was not their friend.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
And everyone knows about the offensive impact of Klay Thompson, but Doris's defense is just as important.
This guy is elite on the defensive end. Klay can switch off to several positions, and that was a major concern for his return from injury. The shot would be there, but how would the defense hold up?
Kept alive. Here's Looney. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
Out to Thompson, launches it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from danger.
Outside, Batum. Over Wiggins. A shot by Batum, no good. Golden State's drawn 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 5.
Well, Curry's favorite shot and the one most fans pay money to see. Go ahead from deep, Steph.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Shoots over Curry. Up and in from the low block.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Curry against Jackson. There's the pass to Looney. 8 feet away. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George, and George with the stop.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
He's checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Green. Payton, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Curry. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
It's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the right side. Stolen. Here's Powell. Here's Covington. He can't get that one to fall. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Inside, it's Bielitsa, and it's blocked. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. We have got to see that sensational Mobile One block again.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
The Warriors making a switch here. Porter's checked in. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Poole, no good. Powell against Porter. Powell, the pass to Coffey. Shoots over Poole. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top, up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And this Warriors team has an interesting mix of championship vets with hungry young players. Andrew Wiggins spoke about that great dynamic.
The rest of our team love to teach. A good player, they're always telling us why we did it, why you should do this, why you should do that. So it's been a lot of learning, and also been very exciting for the young players.
Agreed. No doubt Wiggins has been soaking up that wisdom. Greg stepping up his game in the process.
Yeah, a big culture shift coming from Minnesota, and he's blossomed under the tutelage of these Hall of Famers.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Jordan Poole, Kuminga out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Payton in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Payton. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Good. Payton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
But you think about a guy like Norman Powell, who was really in the second round drafted because of elite athleticism and his defensive ability. But boy, has he turned himself into a scorer.
Is it you? Let me hear you. Look who's coming out onto the court. Get up on your feet and welcome your Warriors hit team.
Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Bielitsa. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Jordan Poole. Now here's Curry. He's got 5 over Jackson. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And no question for Powell. It seems like better shot selection has led to better efficiency.
Yeah, I agree. That and the consistency from range. This guy can rise up under pressure and hit the jumper. And if you crowd him, he's going to put it on the deck and use that speed to go by you.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. The 3 from George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Curry passes to Looney. Back to Curry. Green taking his time here. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Here's Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Down low. Here's Green. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. And, you know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Wiggins is checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And so Thompson nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Jackson against Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Of course, you look at Marcus Morris, a very solid 3-and-D type of forward.
That's exactly right, because think about it, Morris, early in his career, there was a reluctance to shoot the range shot. He was more mid-range guy, but credit him for putting in the work. Now Marcus is a deadly three-point shooter, and he brings a size and physicality on the defensive end.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
Now here's Wiggins, still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And what a year for Andrew Wiggins and his offense. The outside shot took some huge leaps forward.
I think as importantly, his efficiency went through the roof. This guy seemed more comfortable playing as a second option. Less pressure allowed him to thrive.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He throw good, Wiggins.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Back to Jackson. To the paint. The shot misses. Great tee that time from Green.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And he makes that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And here are the Warriors now. From deep three-point range. And they get it back. Thompson inside the line. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing good.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. Well, for Golden State, Kenny, give us your take.
They put a big effort in the rebounding back, working to corral every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them the edge in other areas of the game.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers.
They need to play with better energy on D. Some of these guys were going to sleep out there. Anyway, they've allowed over 50% shooting. They gave up way too many open looks. I'm sure they hear that in the locker room. Maybe they'll come out angry.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.